Okay, this particular test is on page 67 of your blue course book. Sherry is the owner of Shay's restaurant. The customers at a restaurant can be seated around different numbers of tables. The diagram below show how customers are seated around 1, 2 and 3 tables. That's 1, 2, 3. Number of tables, 1. Number of customers, 4. Number of tables, 2. Number of customers, 6. Number of tables, 3. Number of customers, 8. What about 5? So for 4, if we set 4 tables, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then for 5, we're going to have another 2. So it's going to be 12. And for 25, we need to find a rule. Now to find a rule, I like to go to number of tables 0, which doesn't exist. We'd have 2 customers. Because that, if I went this way, if we follow the pattern that each time we're adding 2, we're adding 2. So I'm going to call pattern number 1 just like that, okay? That we're actually taking off these 2. It just helps me because I can see that that is my y-intercept. So that's my C with my y equals mx plus c. And what's my constant difference? 2. So the equation would be c equals 2 times the number of tables plus 2. So that means for every table there's 2 people plus the ones on the end. Those are the ones on the end. Okay? So 25 times 2 is 50, so that's going to be 52. Alright. If Sherry has used 10 tables, how many customers did she seat around the tables? Okay, so 10 tables, 10 times 2 is 20, plus 2 is 22, so 22 customers. Okay, moving down. Question 2. A painter charges $25 per hour, $25 per hour, plus a fixed fee, so the 60 is the fixed fee of $60 per expenses. His charge is represented by this formula, so they've actually given you the formula. How much would he charge for 7 hours work? The cost will equal 25 times the number of hours plus the base charge of 60. So 7 times 25, 8 times 25 is 200, so that's going to be 175 plus 60, so that's 235. Thank you, you're quicker than me. So $235. How many hours, so you can see this is algebra, did he work if he charged 310? So we've got 310 equals 25 times the number of hours, I'll call it H, plus 60. So then we know, what's 310 minus 60? 250. 250 equals 25 times H, so H equals? It equals 10, doesn't it? Nice. So 10 hours. 10 times 25 is 250. Another painter has different charges. Complete the table. Number of hours 1, charge. 30 times 1 plus 50 is going to be 80. Okay. 2 times 30 is 60 plus 50, 110. Plus 30 is going to be 140. I'm adding 30, 140. 70, and 5, 200. Nicely done. So I was actually just like adding 30 each time because the constant difference is 30, or you could do it from scratch. Use the grid. Okay. Using the grid below, complete the graph of the painter's charges. Do not forget to include a scale on each axis. So we need to go up to $200, right? So we need to have hours here. So we're going to have hours. We'll have 1, 2, 3, and here if we go up to 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, that's not going to work, is it? 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So if I call that 200, then that's actually 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is there. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 is there. 110, 20, 30, 40, 50. 150 is here. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So notice I actually had to count it to work out what was going to work for me. So then I've got $80 for 1 hour. So for 1 hour, 50, 60, 70, $80. Okay. Then for 2 hours was that plus 30, 10, 20, 30. And then for 3 hours plus 10, 20, 30. For 4 hours plus 10, 20, 30. And plus 10, 20, 30. So I've got my graph like that. Okay, moving on. Should I join it up?
No.
That all depends on the painter, whether he rounds his hours up to the nearest hour or whether he charges by the minute. If he charges by the minute, you actually do need to join the line up. Okay, so this next one here, question 3. Find the gradient of this graph. My rise is 1 and my run is 3. Rise over run. It's not negative because the little skiing man's going uphill. So it's a positive gradient. So it's a third. State the x-intercept. X-intercept is -3. But, okay, x equals -3. The point is -3, 0, x, y. State the y-intercept. Y equals 1. The point is 0, 1. Write the equation y equals mx plus c. Y equals a third x plus the y-intercept. Okay? Not the x-intercept, the y-intercept. Okay, nice work. The equation of a line is given by this. Draw the line on the axis below. When x is 0, what is y? 8. When x is 0, 4 times 0 is 0, y is 8. When y is 0, 0 equals 8 minus 4x. What does x equal? 2. 4 times, yeah, it's going to be 2. So I actually know that my thing's going to go through like that. Notice my gradient is going to be 4, -4. So for every 1 across, I go 4 down. Okay? This one here is like what we've done today, isn't it? Telling us what's happening. The graph below displays the motion of an object from point A to point D. What's that object doing? Here, what's our rise? It's 20 metres, run is 4, rise over run, so we've got 5 metres per second. Okay, you're going to have to complete that for homework. The bell's going to go.